that noise. But anyway, welcome back. Oh. Alright, so this is Blank Banshee 4D, which we'll have to switch off of pretty soon. It's only about half an hour. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off, I mentioned yesterday or something, one of those days where I did things, that this little to-do app that I've been making is pretty cool, but one of the problems is its performance leaves something to be desired a lot of the time. Doesn't actually look that bad here. Why is that actually? Because I was seeing before that it was like at like 25% GPU usage. But now it's just A-okay. But okay. Whatever. Oh, it also closes very slowly though. So what I've been doing, let's see if I can do /bin e to do. So this is something I've been working on. So I mentioned that I had made a UI library a long time ago that I hadn't done anything with. So now I've decided to do something with it. I'm going to start trying to implement the same application in this. So that way I can do things like, well, it doesn't work very well right now. Like, a lot of the human readable things that I need are things like, I can't position the, caret. Like, if you look, it's actually based strictly on the position of the, characters themselves. Like, the kerning of the characters determines, like, the height of this thing as well. So, and I can't click things, and, you know, there's all sorts of little things that I don't have in here that I want to make. And then there's even bigger things like screen reader friendliness that even Godot doesn't have. But the nice thing about this is that if we look at it here, it should be, yeah, it's taking up nothing. Because right now, I'm not doing anything, so why would it take anything? So even if I, like, scroll up, you know, it goes up to 2%, then back down. And admittedly, this is a smaller workload than the actual Godot, so I'll have to make it themed nicely before I can really say that this is faster. But hopefully, because it's doing a lot less stuff, just because it's not configuring it, it's not using a scripting language, because D is just nice to write. Like, this is the language that I'm using, and this is how the library works. Like, I set up all my style stuff. So it's like the rectangle boxes and the fonts and all that stuff, and the colors and everything. And then I just make my little editors and my little things. And if I were to do this again and really focus on, like, the what have you, the architecture of it, I would favor composition a lot more than, like, this nested stuff, because this is also what I don't like about Godot's UI. So that's something that I should figure out later. Let's see, I'm going to maybe lower the volume of this a little bit, maybe just on my end. Yeah, that's about right for me. I think I need to be like half the volume of the audience. I just realized my camera is right on top of the chat. I don't need two of those. But okay, that was just a little thing. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with this, but basically I just wanted it to be, I want it to start quickly. Quickly does this start, actually? Okay, pretty quick. And I wanted to save to a human readable format, so that's what this does. So if we go to our to-do, actually, let's go to this. So this is what the actual files look like now. So we have a little list, we have a little priority, the notes, the tags, subtasks, and then arbitrary, like, key value properties. And because it's purely line by line, I could just use regexes to parse it. Because it's like semi-human writable, semi-human readable, because you have to be pretty precise with things. Like, it only takes tabs. If you have indentation here, it'll just think that it's indented 2 levels deep, and that'll actually cause it to crash when it tries to load it. So if I were to make this like a proper thing, it would probably need to be more robust than that, so that way people could actually like feasibly write these documents, because that's the point of having it. So that way, even if somebody doesn't want to, you know, buy my little thing, they can still get to-do lists in it. And without all the fancy stuff, like the notes and the things, it's basically just like exactly the same as what I was doing anyway. You know, so, and this is much more readable than what it was before in the other thing, but okay. That's enough of that. We're not here for Needleful's to-do list. We are here for, actually, let's commit that though. What is it? 5? No. Did I forget to commit anything? I did not. Alright. So let's go to Godot and let's hide me. Goodbye. So that way I can take down this phone. So it's not so hazardous to my health. But okay, so once this loads up, we'll get right back into what I was actually doing. Because I think I just like writing tools too much, I think. And speaking of tools, I actually need this open, I think. Is there anything that I actually need right here? So we have our periodic crashes. Pausing with gamepad does not... Let's fix this one. Yeah, pausing with gamepad does not show mouse when it moves. Why did that happen? Maybe it's UI. Maybe it's a status menu? Ah, okay. I think here... what I want is... what if I just do... if input dot... or event is input event mouse. Input dot... mouse mode equals and one of these days I'll figure out how to do touch typing. Ironically, because I've been reviewing Russian on Duolingo, I've brushed up all of my Russian touch typing because I don't have like the stickers on my keyboard, so I can't look at the keys to see what I have to type, so I have to just actually learn the layout. So I'm probably gonna get better at typing in Russian than English at this point. Okay, so there is the other minor bug. I'm gonna put that minor bug down here as well. This is a can ship but would be ashamed. Extra stamina does not properly go up when first adding but I'll do this one first. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure I just did it. Oh right, my controller for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get what the pattern is with the fact that I have to unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, and now it works again. I think at some point I had simplified the input, and that's another bug that I want to fix. The fact that this window is too small at the start, which I think may not be very easy to fix. Because that seems to be something like, because it's like one update off that's going to be a pain. But okay, what I need in here now is I'll need the doors. I'll need some bevels. I'll need some things in here. And that way, I won't need that. So, okay. Pausing with gamepad does not show mouse when it moves. And let's see. Let's update the priority. The game graph. What is that? Oh, well, I don't care. Periodic crashes. Fix up train. Make sure you can request. So I think fixing up the train, I should wait until the terrain is done, because I'll show you what happened. I fiddled, you know, I gussied up the terrain around here. Wow, the frame rate. Okay. It's okay now. But yeah, I did some stuff. So what chunk is this? Like 122? So I removed the dirt that used to be here because it was not correct. But yeah, now there's like this lake bed and river that used to not be here. So I had to move this, and I made a nice little thing. I really wish that I had this when I first started designing this, because or like laying out the train, because I don't know why I just did it manually when I could have just, you know, loaded the neighbors and made sure that everything lined up properly. Speaking of, train tracks, extend, says slightly to hide seams. That'll be, I guess I can ship it, would be ashamed. So yeah, let's do the extra stamina bug. I think it's in UI now. Oh, not that game. Not that UI. Player.max stamina equals default max stamina times S plus factor. Maybe I should do just player.refill? Something like that. Let's see what I do in the player. Ah, okay. Stamina equals max stamina. I guess I could just do that. So yeah, let's go to UI. So yeah, just set our stamina to what it should be. I mean, admittedly, this means that if you get one of these stamina ups in the middle of the air, you'll replenish your stamina, but I don't care. If you do that, good for you. Okay, yeah. That's fixed. Oh wait, that's the expand button. And one of these is also something... I need a lot of things for my UI library. It'll be a lot of work. So hopefully it's actually faster by the time I'm done, because I would be cringe if it wasn't. Okay, so we still need the train town. Still need the payphone conversation. Periodic crashes. Fix up train. The game graph. You can't request... So this actually would be spoiler. Like, it... But essentially a lot of adventure games, I'll just explain what it is though, because I think it's an interesting idea that could be useful, though it doesn't help significantly with writing things. It just gives an idea of what the structure of the game would be, where like, you know, you have some character and they give you something, so like they give you item X. And then X is necessary for some other person. You know what I mean? And then there's, you know, some A over here and like B, and so like you have these various things, and then maybe there's like one or the other is necessary for some item C, and then that plus like this one are necessary for some other thing like Z. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to sort of write out diagrams like this of what exactly the path through the game is going to be. Like, you know, there's some, you know, some things where there's just simple direct dependencies of like you get an item or you get a journal note that is then necessary to advance some particular dialogue. And then you can use either one thing or another thing to advance some other thing, and then one thing and another thing. So that way I can control, because my desire for the game, let's delete all this, and then is I want like big, long, winding paths through the game that get to some like endpoint Z. But then I want several of them. So like maybe, you know, maybe these ones are like this. You know, because I want the player to feel a lot of the time like, wow, how was I supposed to figure this out? Like, this feels like a complete stroke of luck that I stumbled into this. When in reality, you know, like, everything in the game was leading up to some conclusion. Or like various items and tracks and things like that. Because I want the player to feel like they're not guided. So that I'm not pushing them too hard in any particular direction. It's just that it's like a drain rather than a river. You know, all the paths will lead to the same places. But okay, this... do I need this here? I'll just exclude that. Alright. So my won't ships. Figure out it crashes fixing trains. Whatever. Let's fix the train for now. Oh, wow. Thanks for the raid. Let's see. So I want a... I'm making very exciting things. I'm making a train set. Or I'm making the path underneath the train. Let's do bridge. So I need a bridge level straight. Where is that? There it is. Let's see, I guess the rest of this is gonna have to be like dirt. Where's the last place I actually had dirt? But yeah, how are you guys doing? Let's see. Oh, okay, here it is. I'll just get one of these. Nice, that's good to hear. See, and I've been fiddling around more with my to-do list app than my game. But I should be making some nice progress. Because, you know, it's fun to work on tools, but I have to actually work on a video game every now and then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Let's see, and I guess this goes this way. Yeah, thanks. So I need something in here. And maybe I can... if I do this. Is that... maybe if I do a little bit up like this. Yeah, that's good.
23.
And this one's backwards, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's not. It's just weird. There you go, Alex. Let's see. Guess I can just go a straight shot. Actually, this is a little bit too tall for this. So let's do... is this... why is this... can I select this thing? Is it? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. It's because I forgot that I was doing, I forgot that I was editing two chunks at the same time, so actually I should be not this far out. Is this gonna... I don't think that worked right. Okay, so I need to be... yes, okay. I've cut it off exactly where I needed to. So yeah, because I actually need it to be... if I flip that there, push this up, push it down. Now I can merge in with terrain from the other chunk. So which one is that actually? Yeah, because we cut right up here, or here? Oh yeah, we're right at this riverbed. So yeah, it's right here. Eventually. 134. I mean, I guess I could just do, well, I know what I'll do. So let's get my nice little script in here. So I think, okay, so this will be the last one here. Oh wait, are these? Uh-oh. Oh no, I just realized. These were not unique, so I accidentally have edited. Hang on, let's go to 49 and see what damage I've caused. Because we have our beautiful train yard. Huh. So that one, I don't see anything wrong here. Okay, that's good to know. I think. Yeah, I'll just assume that's okay. Is this? It's a little fiddly. So it's, okay, there we go. So I think, that'll probably be fine. I'll double check that once I get the rest of this in. Actually, let's remove some of these extra points for now. So this one goes pretty far. So for now, it'll just, eventually this will actually have to continue off into who knows where, but... And I may need to make a bridge at some point. So I guess I shouldn't overthink this. But then again, this is something where it's going to be kind of ongoing anyway, because I need to redo this anytime the terrain changes. So I guess I'll just not fiddle with it too much right now. So I need... put something... Sometimes it just really doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, fine, I'll just move this one. Ah, okay, I see. At some point it just breaks updating. So I assume that's also when the control click stops working. And yeah, for now I'm just gonna ignore the issue, the sort of obvious issue with the bridge here. Or where I would need a bridge. Is what I'll do instead. Oh wait, did I remember to make this unique? What I should have done was that. Oh well. Hopefully that works in, you know, post hoc. So where's our 0? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I want this one out like this. Is this gonna do anything? I guess it's on this side. Oh, nice. Yeah, enjoy your trip. Let's see, so where is the thing in here? There it is. So this needs to be not over here. I guess maybe I have to do it this way? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's put on some other music. I haven't heard this one. This is Opal Vessel. Oh wait, no, that's the artist name. I don't know the actual song name is in Japanese. Okay, let's see if this looks okay. It should be a little bit bigger. Let's just make it bigger. Alright, good enough. Let's see how this looks in action. Because this will fix the truly crippling problem of this train looks kind of ugly. Okay, so I see. Ah, okay, that's because this needs to be taller as well. Let's see if I can do that without the game crashing. Yeah, because we can just do, oh, right. It doesn't... It goes the opposite direction that I want. Hmm. I mean, what if I move this one, like, up to, like, here? So how does that operate with this? Can I, like, grab this, please? I think it's too big for my brain. Okay. But there are points in here that go in locations. There it is. Wait, this goes the opposite. Oh wait, no, yeah, okay, this is where I want it to be. It's just, I'm still confused because it's flipped around. And then I can add another one. And it'll go from here. Oh. Oh, where's this one? Well, how... Okay, there we go. I think. Why are they so screwed up now? Okay, get rid of this one. Put this one over here. Put this one over here. Where does this one go? Okay, this one goes here. Now it can be valid. There we go. And we can see now. See how this looks. Could use some improvement. Maybe if I... there we go. And I think I also need... what does it call them? Not that one. I wish I had... I should add the same filtering tools that I have for my little to-do list here, because I would like the ability to tag my entities as, like, these are GLB things, so then just exclude them. You know. Oh. That would be a cool plugin. Because I've really gotten... I've realized recently that I just don't like folders. Like, I way prefer searching things by, like, tags, because a lot of times, you know, it's hard to choose just, like, one way in which everything works together. Let's do set time. Let's do 10 a.m. so that way I can actually see what I'm looking at here. Because I need to make sure that this looks like anything. Okay, I'm seeing one thing, which is, I think it's this chunk? Or would it be... What's the chunk in between these, then? 110? Yeah, I guess it would be. As soon as it, you know, as soon as it decides to load in. Oh, I don't even have a chunk 110. Okay, so this... 123? Okay, yeah. I think I was doing this and I got bored. Let's just put all these in. Do I need this many? I guess I do. For, like, consistency's sake. Can I move them locally? I thought I could. Oh well. Let's just... It's a straight line. I can just move them like this. There we go. And look at that. Beautiful. Wonderful. A feat of modern engineering. Okay, so I don't think there's any big holes now. And the inconsistency where it goes underneath, or like the railway ties go underneath the gravel, I'll just let that be. Especially since this is still not final. Unbelievable. Okay, I think... Wow. And to fix that, I would have to push every single railway tie ever so slightly back. So yeah, next time I do this, I'm going to do a spline. I'm going to do some sort of automatically generated thing. But yeah, there it goes. So eventually it'll actually go off into the distance, maybe, if I feel like it. Though actually, this is like... They did not plan a very good route for this train track. Like, because this is not practical. Oh well. It's also a game where you can fall from 2 kilometers up in the air and not have any issues. Okay. I'm gonna say that's good enough. Fix up the train. I did. Admittedly, this is marked as ongoing, so... It'll be something where I have to do that every now and then. Let's see, make sure you can't request it... Oh yeah, this one is another ongoing one. So I have to figure out... I guess, do I have areas right now? So how do I do my environment overrides? Because they should have... Environment priority. So how do we do this? So I need, layer, or let's go to the environment. So set environment. I guess I could set it on the player. I won't do that for now. Equals, oh wait, no. If rescue available in the environment. This could be a little bit bigger. Okay, so the environment rescue and available. And then, when the player requests a rescue, where is that? Options menu? Rescue data disabled, so. Also, rescue if in get free dot current scene or rescue band. Alright, so now I need an environment where the player cannot request a rescue. Where would that be? Is this... No, this isn't it. Okay, here we are. So we have our big old place, which eventually is going to need to be a separate chunk, I think. Because it's like... Well, it overlaps so much with it. What I should actually do is make my sub-chunk thing. But okay. Active entities, cave environment. This one will have no rescue available. So I think this means that there might be a frame where the player can pause at the very start of the game and request a rescue. But oh well. Alright, so what I should figure out when... There we go. Officially too deep. And then if I no clip... Wait, huh? Oh, I see. I think. Yeah, okay. That's because the environment does not reset it. So that's going to be, what is it, defaults or something? Else. True. So how does this work? Because I think they overlap. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I'll just assume I did it right the first time. I think I can give myself that much credit. But okay, basically, down here, no one can hear you scream. Then if I, teleport up here, I can request a rescue. I may want to figure out if I should have a way for the player to not collide with this thing. And also, I should figure out what I'm going to do with this thing, because I still haven't built... Like, this was supposed to be like a big, huge city and like a huge environment thing. And I haven't done anything with it, like, at all. Like, it still has the default, like, debug white materials here. Like, I guess I should at least texture it or something. Because, yeah, it's, like, way too big to do anything meaningful with it. But okay, let's figure out what else can I do right now. Wait, what was I even fixing? Was that on the to-do list? In fact, I'm just gonna change the title so it's not Spooky Tree Tower, because I'm not even doing stuff with the tree tower. Let's do, like, 3D platforming fun time game. That's a pretty good title. Okay, let's just commit. Where's that? What else do I have? Do I want... I'll log all that. That's fine. Let's see. What else do I want to do? Train tracks. Extend pieces slightly to hide seams. I can do that. Let's hide this one. Let's do, I guess I gotta do it for all of them, so let's just go one at a time. Oh wait, do these... Okay, these have their modifiers applied. And then, if I mark these as sharp, how do I make... Well, I guess... How am I going to... Oh wait, no, they're already... Okay. They're already marked as sharp. So I should figure out if that's going to look acceptable, because that could draw attention to the seams, but it'd draw less attention than actual, like, gaps. Oh, and also, while I'm here, I can then re-export properly. Because I changed my, yeah, where do I go? Train set. Because, yeah, it used to be it saved the absolute path. Now it saves a relative path. So I can actually work on this from multiple drives at the same time. Uh-oh. I guess we're just applying it. Alright, let's apply that, apply that. Oh, not quite what I wanted. Okay, so I can't extrude in a direction, because that means that it extrudes the same direction. Which makes sense, since I specified the direction. This makes me want to play Minecraft, this music, for some reason. I guess Minecraft has some kind of ambient pieces like this, but not really. Maybe it's just because I've been watching Minecraft Let's Plays. Yeah, you can see there it used to save to the E drive, but now that I'm moving my laptop around, I don't always take my external drive with me. Uh-oh. This one's going to be fun. And I'll have these in the Git repo. I can just apply all these modifiers. Well, what I would really like is a modifier that takes a group, extrudes it? No, I have no idea what I'd want to do. I guess what I'll do here... Extrude along normals, did not... Oh wait, no, that did work. Remember... And someday, I'll even remember that I don't, get whatever that is I'm getting. I'll figure it out someday. I'll figure out what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, I'll figure out... Man, I completely forgot what I was going to say. And I thought I had it again, and then I lost it again. Maybe if I do it again, because there's some sort of mistake that I was making while I was saving. Oh yeah, it was because I kept going to open recent, even though it's not in open recent, because I'm opening new things every time. Oh. Oh, these have some crazy n-gons in them. Well, hopefully Blender sorts that out for me. And I guess I might as well have these little end caps. Like, there's no harm in them. Because it's like, if I'm worried about, like, fill rate, they're so minuscule that it doesn't matter. So we were on slant to straight. Also, something that bothers me, I should not have named them from, like, high to low, because I keep getting it mixed up. Because this is named, what, straight to slant? Yeah. And when I hear that, I think, oh, it goes from straight and then it slants upward. But it's the opposite, and I mix it up every time. So I'll have to remember that. Trains go up, they don't go down. It's a good thing these are flat shaded, because I think that's gonna save me from all of the horrible atrocities that I'm committing with the N-gons here. Like, this is one face because of that planar deformation or planar decimate. Can I do Alt S? No, that doesn't work. But it does if I do this. Sort of. Whatever. Let's just do individual origins still. Okay, so did we do this one? Okay, we did the whole top row. I think. What do I have that's interesting to talk about that I can talk about instead of just trains? Because I'm not even that interested in trains. I just have to make a train for the game, which means having as much detail as possible. But I feel like whenever I talk about it on stream, I sound like a person who's like crazy about trains, just obsessed with trains. But it's more just like this is too steep for a train. Trains don't do this. It's at a risk of derailing. Ah, well. But there's only so much realism I can muster. Yeah, look at that still. So where are we? I think we were at double to slant, so we go slant to double. You know what I should do? I should play video games while off stream, so that way I have video games to talk about on stream. Or like video game reviews. Let's see, I guess I played a Hat in Time soundtrack yesterday, and I don't think I've ever talked about the game. It's pretty good. Well, I think it's easily one of the best, like, PC specific, like, natively PC 3D platformers. You know, because with emulation you can get a lot of really cool things that might be better. But I like it. It also has a sort of, I guess, irreverent, well, not really like, it's not like a South Park sense of humor, but it does have a bit more of like a slighter edge to it. Like the fact that the main character explicitly does not want to help people. Like, the main antagonist is someone who wants to use essentially your powers for good. And you just want to go home. And, like, not get involved in it. So I guess, like, that's not something that you would get in, like, your Mario or whatever. But it's not especially, like, shocking or anything. Though I do think it's actually, like, it's one of the only games that's actually funny at moments. Though also a game that I want to make that was heavily inspired by it. It was inspired specifically by one of the challenges that you can do, which was to get from one point to another without jumping more than a limited number of times, which I've added to this game, and I've also wanted to make a game completely around that, because when I first did the challenge, I didn't read the hint, and so instead of doing what the hint said, which was that there's some speedrunning tech that basically replaces a jump, I just found a route all the way around the map that used, like, basically every single, like, bounce pad that I could find. And then I found out there were stairs leading directly up to where I was going anyway. So it's like... But that was one of the most fun experiences I ever had in a game. Basically playing a specific challenge in that game incorrectly, even without the hint, even without the information, I played it incorrectly. But going through that extra effort was, like, super fun, because it was fun to try to figure out a route through the level and, like, understand the space well enough that I could do it. And so I wanted to make a game that was basically that, where, like, you know, you have limited jumps all the time. And there are no, like, tricks to get up things. Like, you just have to go around the level and figure out how to get up things. I'll figure out what I want to do with that, because the problem is that game also has too many other things going on, which is also the problem with this game. Because this game has, like, the story stuff with the medium, but it's also basically a Jak 3, but slightly different game. And doing both of those at the same time is proving to be... I don't think they synergize particularly. It's just two things in the game. Which is part of why I've sort of... Well, I guess I haven't really de-emphasized the platforming. Oh wait, I guess that's all of them. Hang on. Do I have any more train tracks? I guess I have these straight... Okay, so we have straight to 45, straight to 15. I think these are the last ones. Yeah, long story short, make a game with one idea, not two ideas. You can always add other ideas later, once the game is actually, like, in a complete playable state. Which has been my mistake with this, where, like, I don't feel like the platforming or the story quite feel resolved, even though the game technically has an ending already. Because it's something where it's more like, oh, I guess the game is over now. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of what I want to do for this period until, because I basically arbitrarily set up the games into deadlines. October 31st is the next deadline, which might be a little cutting it close, actually. Yeah, actually, there's not really 2 months. I guess I can do some things, but I don't think I'm going to get the actual endgame stuff done. Because I want to... Now that I technically have an ending, I want to actually have an ending that feels satisfying and, like, meaningful. and makes the game feel concluded. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, I have a devlog that did pretty well that basically talks about the same thing, because I realized a big problem with myself and with a lot of other developers that I've seen is basically you just think of a cool idea and then don't work on it, and you work on something else for like months and months and months, and then you look at it and you're like, wow, this doesn't look anything like the idea that I had in my head, so I'm just going to abandon it. When it's like, really the issue was they didn't work on the thing. Like, they didn't, like, you know, like they dove straight into, like, I don't know, character design or lore or whatever other thing that they thought they needed, instead of the actual, like, the part of the game that they were excited to make. Which isn't necessarily gameplay or, like, even the fundamentals of the game. Like, I've talked before also about how I don't think I should have started this game with the gameplay at all, because it's more about the structure of the story. So I could have just started as, like, a text game, and then added the 3D stuff later. Once the game was actually, like, done. Oh yeah, little phone. Okay, let's teleport to, like... Where am I going? What am I doing? Why did I teleport up here? And it's weird how when I teleport and fall through the air, for some reason, maybe it's like a placebo effect, but it feels like when I spin kick to slow myself down, that actually, like, improves performance a lot. Oh, I see what the issue is with that. The LOD models are, like, dramatically different. Okay, so I'll rebake those low res mesh. Wow, the frame rate is dying. I don't know what causes that. That'll be another thing to figure out. Because streaming also has a huge impact on the frame rate of the game. Okay, I don't even remember what I was looking at. Oh yeah, I was gonna examine and make sure that the train tracks don't have, like, super bad seams. I mean, I don't really see anything. I guess it's because I also tried to perfectly match them everywhere I could, so... Ideally, I shouldn't see them at all. Okay. So there we can see a little seam. So that's what it'll look like. Good enough, I guess. Now it doesn't look like it's obviously wrong. It looks like the train tracks are just, like, slightly misaligned and would cause issues for a train, but... well, whatever. That seems okay. Spin pieces. Let's see, and if I need to go back, I can just check these out again. Okay, what else is another won't ship bug? Let's see, the crashing. Make sure you can't request a rescue in areas that would break the game. Let's do FPS targets. So this will be, I'll say, so this will be like a final version. That's streaming, 144 FPS. While streaming, 60 FPS. Low-end machine. 30 FPS lowest settings. Because I have a little laptop that I can test on. But that'll take a while. Let's see, what else can I do? I could make this. I'm gonna make a little bit more of the tree tower. Because we have this big old room in here, and it needs power things. Actually, let's add a do these have lights by default? I guess they don't. It's kind of weird. So this one's going to be active. So there's going to be like... How many of these do I want? Yeah, I think it should be... I think this room should be smaller. Like, it should only be like some narrow little cubby hole where these are. Because this is meant to feel like some sort of maintenance closet. 6. Okay, so that gives us... that feels fine. So yeah, once all of these things are ready, then there'll be a door here. Let's do a, I guess for now it'll just be a square platform. And I might do something more elaborate where it's like 3 of these. We're going to have a door, roller, new animation, new, activate. Okay. Took me a bit to figure that one out. This way. Let's just push this one in a little bit. Because I want it to be almost flush. I guess this will be physics. Okay. I want this one in a little bit more. And then I guess this one can be just in a little bit even more. So I want let's do like 1, 2, 3. Then from here we'll do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, but they need to also... There we go. Oh, it isn't quite flush. Okay. I'll fix that in the thing. So let's do just entry to the tower, door, wall is not great. Let's call that a could ship, it would be ashamed. Visual chunk 121, free tower. So now all I need is the Can I just make these? So this is our activation. And let's add these to a spatial. So like do I have, I guess, is this, let's just call that a door. Because what I'm going to do is for each of these, function ready for C and get children. And we'll also have var door. And I guess the door has to be activated. No, I guess the door... I don't know what order these have to be in, but I'll leave it for God to sort it out, I guess. No, I'm pretty sure the door has to be first. Yeah, that does its thing. And then each of these does its thing. And so activate true. So maybe enter tree. Okay, is this what I need? Okay, we have on activated, on deactivated. Let's see if this works. Aha, okay. Oh wait, no. That wasn't anything interesting. Oh, this is where I saved. I need to be in here. Then I guess I need like 12 capacitors. And then we're gonna just plunk, 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 plunk. And did that activate the doors? It did not. What was the issue? Oh. Well, it should be there. I guess maybe I need to do this. Maybe I do need to do it here. But that's going to be unfortunate because that means that these will not be active. Okay, I'm just going to have to connect them manually, the old-fashioned way. Ugh. Well, actually, it honestly doesn't make that much of a difference at this point. It's not going to save too much time, but I just want to do it anyway. I hate having to do manual labor. Extends. Scripts. Tool. Bar. Let's do activation. Bar. Ready. No, function run. Scene.get node active entities slash zone entrance bar There we go. Okay, so this should have connected. It did not. It did not. Okay. Maybe? No. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's see if that... Maybe it had to... Maybe if I close it and then come back? No, it didn't. Oh. Auto connector. Okay, I don't think this... Let's do GD script, editor script, connect signal. Ah, okay, I see. I think I actually did this exact thing before. This... Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay. And this time I'll actually no-clip to where I'm supposed to be and save. What I should have done is had a rapid, like, instant save checkpoint button. But okay, now I can do... Oh yeah, I don't have the capacitors. Okay, so that door should be open. It is. Very nice. And I need to actually not have... So which one of these was the one that's active? This one. This one will not be part of the activation. And then I need... Let's create a single convex collision sibling. So what is this going to look like? Because I want, what is our indirect light? So we want... Why don't I have custom... Weird. Custom fog, let's do like a greenish... a dark greenish blue. Or whatever that is. Wind reduction all the way up. Higher priority, because I'm going to have something in the caves, I guess, that I'll override with this. And it'll actually not be, yeah, eventually it'll actually go up. Or not, it'll be higher, I should say. And it does not show the sun. And I wonder... No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, and there will be no rescue available in here. Let's see how this looks. Make a little place. And then we'll have some reflection probes. Does this thing... Oh yeah, I forgot. This thing is invisible until it's not invisible. So I can just do reflection probes and lights and all sorts of things in here. Oh wait, this thing's... Oh. Oh wait, no. Okay, I see. Oh wait, no, I don't see. So we'll have this be an interior with, whatever it is, some sort of sickly greenish blue hue. Where does this go? Oh, that's the interior thing. Okay. So for this, I can just make it go all the way out and extend way beyond the bounds of this, because the player should be inside the building when they see this. And I guess for now, I'll just make it go up the whole thing. But maybe part of the controller will be making it so that this... So when this activates, let's do that's actually significantly darker, like completely black. And the intensity, where's the reflection intensity? It'll be like 0. So let's key these. Then it'll be like, as it goes up, very slowly. So it'll get very slightly brighter. Oh, right. 0 does not quite work the way that I want it to. Okay, let's see this in action. Spooky. And then if I go down here... Maybe. Why is it so dark? Hang on. It's like scary. Oh, okay. It was strictly the environment. Weird. That did not seem like it was the environment. Did it really go down all that far? Okay, I guess it does go all the way through. Well, no. No, the pipe clearly doesn't go down that far. Weird. Oh, wait, no, it does. Okay. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand video games. I've never seen a video game in my life. I'm curious what this looks like from the other perspective of, Man, this is going to be hard to see. I'll have to figure out if the player maybe should get another item. Because I do like it being completely dark in here. Ah, okay. And here... very quickly turns. A little too quickly turns. Oh, I understand. Okay, I think... So what I'll need is, let's go to chunk cave. I guess I'll just... Oh yeah, I have to make it. New scene. Invalid root node name. That's not good, because I use I use hyphens in my names. I guess I can just rename the file. But I'm just allowed to do that, I guess. Tells me I can't, and then I just ask again. Okay. But yeah, here's the place. So I'll need to add a reflection probe in here. So let's do like active. Well, what I should do probably. I don't care. I'm not going to model this in Blender, so let's just do spatial, active, entities, reflection probe. And so for now, what I'll do is I'll just have this also be here as like an interior. And it'll do like... I don't actually know how close this gets to the edge of the environment, but that'll be fine. Enable... What color is it? Is it black? I guess it might just be black. But okay, and for now that'll be what I do, because I'll do like a smooth, like... Like, let's say here it'll even be a little bit bigger. Like, a little bit more like, or ever so slightly brighter. I need this here. Need a little bit more. And I'm going to make this also a little bit brighter. So it'll be a little bit more like this and a little bit like purple instead of red. Maybe even a little bit brighter. A little too bright. But okay. And eventually that'll all be under like an environment or something. Okay, let's see how this looks. Actually, I could have just checked it. Oh well. This way, video games will happen. It'll be all cool and all epic. And so the player will definitely need a flashlight at this point. I might need to adjust that a little bit. It's a little too janky. But okay, this is going to be, like, impossible for the player to figure out. I'll have some sort of, like, emergency lights or something. Because, like, I don't know which way is up and which way is down. Oh, look at how bright it is in here. It's like a fresh new day. It's like a noon sun. Actually, I guess I should make the bottom parts darker still. But okay. That's enough fiddling with that. Also, I still need to reset, or theme this reset bar. Oh well. Okay, let's double check that. So, item, capacitor, 11. And then if we waddle past, it should have opened the door. It very gradually lightens in here. And we're in our spooky little place, in almost darkness. And then also, I'm pretty sure I didn't see any jank with the, let's see, let's make sure that there's no jank here. Because now there could be jank from the, exiting the what have you. Ah, there is. A little bit. Pretty sure in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I need to extend that out a little bit more. Let's just, I don't know, have this one come out like this way. And that might work. But if it doesn't, I can always just make more like reflection probes, because I can have 8 functioning at the same time, or 16 or something. No, I think it's only 8. Yeah, and this down here will be, let's make this one ever so slightly brighter. So it won't be pitch black, but it will certainly not be a shining new day. And I may also have some like red maintenance lights and things like that. Because one thing I'm going for with this game, I guess, I didn't really intentionally set out to do it, but is to have, I guess, the physically darkest 3D platformer. Just pitch black at various points. Okay, but now, when it switches on, okay, so that's still, if I push this up a little bit more, or I know, what if I have one of these? So I'll have this one actually not go all the way down, and I'll have a different one go all the way down that's not inside this environment, so it'll be like it'll be significantly less. Yeah, that way. Well, no, now the issue is, so this environment can be invisible. Okay. Does this work? Okay, yeah, that works. Because the only thing that I needed was to make sure that it's not visible from above ground. Which it seems is doable. It seems like I've done it. Let's even get out of here. So, this is now what it looks like from here. And then if I go down in here, I didn't see any, like, odd transitions, so I'll say that that's probably pretty good. Yeah, and then I'll add some maintenance lights. Or, I know. So Riley will have left lights, so let's just put that down. That's our entrance, visual, chunk, 121. So that'll be, eventually I'll make that look good. Yeah, so now I need to go to, how do I balance this? Wait, I can just do Omni Light. So let's say there'll be like something over here. I know. Let's change the type of this to a spotlight. So I'd like to have shadows. That'd be pretty cool. But I'll keep it off for now. And we need, that's about the right color. Some sort of unnatural hue. And this will tell us a little bit about this area. And then eventually there'll be bevels up here to actually make this glow. Or does this actually... Yeah, that tells the player where that is. So then they'll need to be... Let's put some little red lights down here, like tiny, like Omni lights. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how this looks. Here's our spooky little area. Where am I? Am I stuck in... Oh no, I'm at the floor. Okay. Yeah, it's bright enough. And eventually with the little glowing edges, this should be, like, trivial to... Well, not necessarily trivial, but the player can see, like, oh, there's something up there, and then they can vaguely follow the outline. But I think the hard part will be for them to figure out how to get up here. Okay, also I should have something down here, I guess. What should be down here? Because they'll need to be respawning enemies. So let's do, like, respawning enemies, telegraph path up, have more decoration. So what is this? Tree, tower. One. I guess can't ship. Need ammo down here. And then we'll do telegraph the so this will be another one that's junk 121 and what is it? Empty? No. Why did I say empty? I know. It's because I was remembering that in my new version, this does not look as good, because when the string is empty, there's no placeholder text. Though I do prefer the lack of... Well, do I prefer the lack of, lines. I'm kind of getting used to the visual noise of this thing. Yeah, it's not a bad little thing. But it does close and open very slowly. But okay. I started about half an hour late. So I guess it's only fair that I end 6 minutes late. But I only have so much time. More cave stuff. Actually, I guess I can do... I could remove that activation. This thing. Okay. So yeah, short stream today, but I'll be back tomorrow. See you then.